guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Spring season is finally approaching. I mean, not until next month, but you can definitely start seeing them in stores and online. So in today's video, I will be discussing about shoe trends specifically that are going to be very much in for this spring season, and we'll also be talking about which one are worth it and which one are not, because some of them are just not practical. So what I'm going to do is that I'll be talking about both things, trends that are worth participating and also trends that you can just skip and save your money. And as always, I will link down everything in the description box below, just in case if you want to check them out. And let's begin. Now let's look at the first one, and the first trend is T-bar style footwear. Now this is not the worst footwear trend, I have to admit, but it's not the best either. I mean, these were kind of in during late 90s and early 2000s. They do give that Y2K vibe. So if you are someone who does love that vibe, then yes, great, just you can, like, this trend is for you. But I personally feel that they're not the most flattering style and something that won't really last. Like this trend, I don't see this trend lasting for a really long time. This is something that might come and go. I mean, I don't see it staying here for a really long time. And also, this trend is not the easiest trend to style because it's a T-bar footwear, and it's kind of hit or miss. You do have to find that nice, elegant, or like a chic T-bar to style them, and if you find great. And I also think that especially if you're petite, and if you want to be a part of this trend, go with something that has a little bit of heel at least, because it will help you elongate your look. Otherwise and also go for something that has that slim or that thin T-bar strap rather than those thick or chunky ones, because that's like a no for me. And I mean, again, if it's a slim or like a thin T-bar, I think it's still not the worst, but again, not the best either, and I would gladly skip it. Instead, what I would prefer is a Mary Jane footwear or a Mary Jane ballet. Now, I don't know if you have watched my previous video, but I did say that I personally am not a huge fan of Mary Jane ballet, but this one footwear has changed my heart, like has made me a huge fan of Mary Jane footwear, and I just cannot think myself without it now. And it's this one from VIVAIA. It's this Margot Mary Jane ballet, and it is one of the most cute, chic, and the most beautiful ballet that I have ever come across. And yes, just a disclaimer, VIVAIA did reach out to me asking if I could do a review on their footwear, and I did say yes to that, so I just wanted to be open about it. But the footwear that I have selected are of my choice and also my opinions. Now, VIVAIA is a brand that I had my eye on for quite some time, and specifically, I don't know if I manifested it or no, but this specific Margot Mary Jane ballet is something that I had on my wish list. Like, I was planning to buy this year, and it's like the perfect timing for me. So yes, so I did wanted to try their footwear for quite some time, and when they reached out to me, I was like, yes, definitely. And I had these footwear for quite some time, like for a couple of weeks, and before I make this video, I wanted to try them out and see how they work. Now, if you don't know, VIVAIA is known to have a wide range of comfortable and on-trend footwear that are designed with recycled, eco-friendly produced material. Their actual mission is to have a comfortable everyday footwear. I mean, that's kind of my mission too. Who doesn't want a comfortable everyday footwear? This is a very beautiful, chic footwear that you can dress them up or dress them down, and because of this red color, it is going to elevate your overall outfit. I mean, just for a simple outfit and add this footwear, it's going to instantly elevate your overall look. It does have this adjustable strap, and also if you see the insole, it does have this padded cushion which gives that extra support. And I have to say that it is one of the most comfiest footwear that I mean, this is the comfiest footwear that I have, and I do have two footwears from VIVAIA. So the other one that I will be talking about with that and this is hands down the most comfortable footwear that I own. And fun fact, this footwear is made out of 6 plastic bottles, which is insane. And I have to say, I do really appreciate their, commitment to sustainability and being eco-friendly. And also, when I was looking at their website, it did say that their insole consists of a specific herb. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I won't bother, but because of that herb, it does make it very breathable and antibacterial, which basically means that you do not have to worry about smelly feet. And it is machine washable. I do like to wash my footwear every now and then, especially when it gets ruined, but I'm kind of lazy, and especially if it's a leather footwear, you cannot machine wash them, you have to do it with hand, which I don't like it, or I don't have time for that, to be honest. So when it says machine washable, I'm like, yes, I can, I do not have to worry about spending time or wasting time washing them. And yes, other thing is that I don't know if it's me or if they really do it, but I do personally have wide feet. So whenever I look for footwear that have pointed toe or narrow toe, my first and my last fingers of my feet, they do suffocate, like they really suffocate, and I don't like that. I mean, beauty is pain, but sometimes you want to be comfortable. So with this footwear, I do not have to worry about that. Now I have styled this footwear in 2 ways. One where I'm going all out with the red color. You can see that I'm wearing a red cardigan with this nice twill skirt, and again red footwear. So basically this is like kind of a sandwich method where I'm just going all out. It's a red color, it's a pop of color. I just love this look. It's kind of a very radiant look, and I do love that. And because again it's a flat, I do not have to worry. I can just jump, go, do whatever I want. And in the second look, you can see me, I'm dressing them in a very casual way. It's a blue cardigan, dark wash denim, a very casual look, very relaxed look. But when I add this footwear, this pop of color elevates the overall look, and it looks so chic, so timeless and effortless. And this is something I do want in my everyday look. I mean, the first look is not something that I would be wearing on everyday basis, but the second look is kind of my everyday look. So I do love that I can style them in both ways. Now let's move on to the next trend, and the next trend is clogs. And I'm going to be very nice about it. I'll try to be very nice about it, but what the heck, like, this trend is something that just doesn't make sense to me. What exactly are you trying to do? I genuinely do not understand the purpose of this trend, because this is like very much anti-feminine, anti-chic, or anti-flattering. It's like, just I do not understand the purpose of this trend at all. Like, it's the most impractical piece that I have seen, or impractical footwear that I have seen. It looks so uncomfortable. I just do not see the purpose. It's so not flattering. It's not like, definitely won't last for a really long time, or like maybe this season or so, but it's not a practical piece to have. Because especially if you see some of the footwears, they do have this wooden sole, or like wooden insole. Like, who, like, my feet hurts, like my soul hurts even by looking at them. It's that uncomfortable, and I don't think that it's worth getting into this trend, because you cannot just do that to your feet. Just don't do that to your feet. I don't understand why someone, like, this trend doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm not going to try to add logic or anything. It just doesn't make sense to me. If you love it, but I feel that you do need to have something practical in your wardrobe. It's, see, I sometimes I do understand that if the footwear is comfortable but it's not chic, I understand, because it is serving you in some way. It's being practical, so it's something that you can use on daily basis and be comfortable. I understand that, but this is not flattering nor it's comfortable. So I don't know what are they trying to do. So instead of this, what I would personally prefer is that to have a footwear where that is comfortable, that is practical, and that will help you in kind of a cold, rainy spring, because especially in Canada, spring is kind of rainy as well. Like all year, it rains all year, but when it rains it does get chilly, so you do want something that will serve the purpose for that time. So this brings me to Ryan's slip-on Chelsea boot. Now it's again from VIVAIA. So with my second selection from VIVAIA, my focus or my vision was to have a footwear that is kind of a no-brainer. And what I mean by that is that I wanted a footwear that's really practical, something very comfortable and chic at the same time. So the best thing for me was to have this black Chelsea slip-on boots, because there are days where I'm super busy. I do have a lot on my plate, so I do not want to think what footwear I'm going to wear with this outfit. I really do not have time for that. So because it's a slip-on, I can just glide my feet into it and just get out of the house and get my work done. So that was my focus point. And the best thing about this footwear is that, first of all, yes, it's a slip-on and it's water repellent. So basically, which means is that when it comes to spring season, all the snow is going to melt. Like even right now that we did have slush, so it's going to be like a wet road, and with this water repellent footwear it's going to be really easy, because I do not have to worry about getting my footwear ruined or anything, because they are made for that. And again, the other interesting thing that when I looked at the description was that it can keep you warm from 5 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees, which is again great because spring is kind of cold in Canada. Okay, so we do want something that is also going to keep us warm. And also they do have that insole, like herb insole, so again you do not have to worry about smelly feet. So here you can see that I've styled them with this gray dress pant and gray blouse, and you can see how nicely it does blend with the whole outfit. And that is what I like about this footwear, is that it's kind of a no-brainer, so you can wear them with anything, anywhere, like dress them up, dress them down. It is the most comfortable piece that I have. Like I have not stopped wearing, even right now when it's cold outside, and I just wear them because it still keeps me warm enough. And I just love this footwear so much. Like this is one of the best footwear, or I think it's kind of at this point my go-to footwear. Now moving on to the next one, and the next trend is loafers. Now loafers have been around. I don't think they ever went out of style. They are one of those classic timeless pieces that that can stay in trend, or that would never go out of style whatsoever. But this time what I have seen is that I have seen a combination of chunky loafers and a pair of heel loafers. Now the regular, or like the original loafers, is something that is a very classic piece, and it does give you that boost of confidence, that boss vibe, which I absolutely love. I do love loafers a lot, but again if you're petite, that can be a bit tricky for you to style. I mean, I personally do find myself a bit tricky when it comes to styling loafers. They do restrict my styling options. But when it comes to chunky loafers or heel loafers, I would want to stay away from it, because anyways, loafers were a bit difficult to style, and they added a chunky and heel loafers, which again for petite people is not the most friendliest trend, I would say. So instead what you can do is that you can just go with the regular loafers, that's fine, or go with ballerina. Ballerina is kind of a feminine version of loafers. It does give you that delicate, feminine, elegant vibe, which I do love. And ballerina is something that would never go out of style. If you want, you can also opt for a sling back look, because that is also one of those quiet money, like old money, quiet luxury kind of a piece that I absolutely love. And for me, one of those favorite flats that I have had are slingbacks because I just love them. You know, they are one of my favorite style of footwear that I own, and I just love slingbacks. And even ballerinas, they do give that very feminine, you know, elegant touch to your overall outfit. So if you're not a huge fan of loafers, you know, forget about heel loafer or chunky loafers. Just go with ballerina or, you know, regular loafers. If you like loafers, it's going to be just. Now moving on to the next trend, and the next trend is peep-toe heel. Now when it comes to peep-toe heel, it's not the worst trend again. No, it's okay-ish. I mean, if you like peep-toe heel, great, but if you compare peep-toe heel with a pointed toe heel, I would always prefer pointed toe heel because it does obviously elongate your look, and also, you know, it's way more elegant and sophisticated as compared to peep-toe heel because they just don't look that elegant, and it's not one of those timeless classic pieces. So it's one of those trendy trend, like, you know, that might go out of style, but definitely it is something that will obviously come back, you know, sometime in future, but not one of those classic piece. Again, it's not the worst trend, and if you like, you know, go for it. But if you want a versatile timeless classic piece, I would say you just go with like a pointed toe heel. And also right now, when pointed toe heel is kind of in trend, especially those heels below 4 inch, something that, you know, that you can wear on everyday day-to-day basis, even to work. So even that is slowly or like kind of a little bit in trend. So if I have a choice, I would definitely go with a pointed one over peep-toe heel. And also with peep-toe heel, one of my pet peeves is that I do not want to see chipped nails, because, you know, there are times when, you know, we do focus on our like fingernails, but we tend to ignore, like me, I tend to ignore my nails on my feet. Like, you know, sometimes it happens. So if you're wearing a peep-toe heel, you do want to make sure that your nails are not chipped. You know, they have to be well manicured, like just like those open toe footwears, because that's the cheapest look ever. Now moving on to the next trend. Now the next trend is kind of a mix of two trends, and basically it's like retro sneakers and suede. Right now retro sneakers are very much in trend. You know, they're like really a hot piece right now, and I have to say I don't hate it, or like I'm kind of, you know, I do feel attracted towards that trend, because again, it's not one of those chunky sneakers, so I do like that. But I don't know if I'll be participating in that trend. Maybe not, I'm still confused. But I've seen sneakers or retro sneakers with suede lining, which is one of the most chicest footwear or chicest sneakers that I have come across. But here, something that you want to be mindful is that, you know, versatility or styling part. Like, if you are looking for a retro sneaker, or if you're looking for a suede sneaker, just look for something that is minimal, something that you will be able to style or add in your wardrobe very smoothly. You know, something that can easily fit in your wardrobe. You know, you do not want to buy something that will only go with one piece or maybe two, and then, you know, it won't work with other pieces. No, you do not want that. You really want to make sure that whatever footwear or whatever sneaker you buy, it goes with at least a couple outfit of yours, because sneakers are something that, you know, we usually wear on daily basis. So if you buy a day-to-day sneaker and it doesn't work out with most of your outfit, then it's kind of a waste of money in a way. So just be mindful with that. But a retro or suede sneaker is really very chic. I do genuinely like this look. It's not an elegant or sophisticated look, but it's very chic, relaxed, effortless look, and I do like it. And if you do it correctly, it's the best trend. So now moving on to the next trend, and the next trend is mesh footwear or mesh ballerinas. Now when it comes to mesh ballerinas, I just do not understand the purpose of the footwear. Just like clogs, this just doesn't make sense. What exactly are you trying to do? Are you like trying to wear your footwear, like are you trying to show your feet without showing your feet, or without just being like, you know, open feet? Like, I don't understand. Like, just wear a thong, or like, you know, a flip-flop, or like a slide. That's way better than mesh ballerinas because they just do not make sense. It looks weird with the overall outfit, and I have never seen people actually genuinely wearing them on day-to-day basis, other than people who are like influencers or like, you know, do fashion, like who were gifted those pieces. But yeah, this trend just doesn't make sense, and I do not think that this is practical in any way, or it doesn't even look comfortable. I don't know, like it feels like I'm just walking like without anything, you know. This just doesn't make sense. I would rather prefer to wear a ballerina or a sling bag, something like that. Or, you know, there was this one mesh ballerina from Zara, I guess. I did see them. It was kind of an embroidered mesh one. So basically it did have this mesh lining, but it was kind of like full of embroideries, which was really nice, I would say, because it wasn't like, it was a bit see-through but not so much see-through. Like, you know, this is your feet, and this whole part, like the front toe part, was covered with embroideries, and even the side ones were covered with embroideries. So I do like that. Like, that is, you know, a bit dressy. I do understand like you're on trend, but you know, this footwear does make sense a little bit. Whereas on the other hand, just like those plain transparent one, I mean, what are you trying to do? Like, either just wear something or wear nothing.